What is going on, everyone? Nico Lind here again, and it is bright and early. It's 5 a.m. and it's an exciting one because we're headed to Tropic Star Lodge in Panama today. Well, I am. Melly is not a big fan of fishing, so she's not. But I'm headed to Tropic Star, and so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get to Tropic Star because it's not as easy as hop on a plane here and land at the lodge. It requires a small plane flight, staying overnight in Panama City, and the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna show that to y'all today and then give you a full tour of the lodge when we get there. The process of getting there, I'm gonna try to only make the first 2 to 3 minutes of this video, and then the rest of it is gonna be touring the lodge and the grounds once we're there. And so right now, Melly and I, we're actually sitting here in Treasure Key in the Bahamas, so we're not flying there from America. And so our first step is to get over to Nassau, where we can catch a flight to Panama City in Panama. So let's get to Nassau. Once we're in Nassau, I'll give you guys a little bit more background on kind of how it works getting there. So let's get in the car and get to the airport. We made it to Nassau, and I'm whispering a little bit right now because I'm sitting in the pre-boarding area of the Nassau airport waiting on our flight to Panama City, so I apologize for that. But a little bit of background for y'all who don't know, and you're gonna find out about this later in the video, but a brief overview is that Tropic Star, it's a extremely famous fishing lodge in Panama, kind of hidden away in the jungle, and it's very hard to get to. But it's probably the most famous fishing lodge in the world. The fishing is out of this world with everything from inshore roosterfish to giant black marlin offshore. It's really something special, and through this next series of videos, y'all are gonna get a taste of that, so subscribe to the channel so y'all don't miss all these videos. You're gonna absolutely love it if you love anything fishing related. It's gonna be off the charts. But the lodge is in the jungle and there's no major airport near it, and so you get there from Panama City on a small airline that flies caravans into a strip at a nearby village. And so that flight leaves early in the morning. So to get to the lodge, you usually get to Panama City the night before, stay in Panama City, and then the next day you fly over to Tropic Star. And so when you're in Panama City, the Tropic Star people, they drive you around wherever you need to go. They pick you up in the morning of your flight and take you to the flight. And so it's really an all-inclusive service. You guys are gonna see all of that. So step one is getting to Panama City. And obviously, if you're in America, the easiest way is to fly through like Houston or Miami or any of the other airports that fly direct to Panama City. It's pretty cheap. Melly and I, because we were in Treasure Key, you know, in the Bahamas, we're flying, that's why we flew Western Air from Treasure, or Marsh Harbor, I guess, to Nassau. And then now we're doing Copa from Nassau to Panama City. And so, and we're actually getting there 2 days early. Usually people get there 1 day early, but just the way our flights worked out, 2 days early for us. So we have an extra day in Panama City, and I actually have some family in Panama City, so it's, you know, it works out nice to go see the family. So that's a little bit more background. Once we get to Panama City, y'all are gonna get a taste of the hospitality of these Tropic Star people. And then in the next minute or so of this video, y'all are gonna see what Tropic Star Lodge is like, and you're not gonna wanna miss that, so stay tuned. So as you can see, we made it here to Panama City. Please excuse the mess behind me. Melly and I are still kind of unpacking, and so hence this mess. But let me tell you, the level of service we received from Tropic Star getting off of the airplane and through the airport was like nothing I have ever seen before. The minute we stepped off the airplane, there was a representative waiting right there holding a Tropic Star sign that immediately took all of our bags, put them with us in a golf cart, took us straight to expedited customs, where they took all of our travel documents and basically did customs for us, and then ran straight to the bags where our 2 bags were sitting there waiting. They grabbed the bags and then walked us out to, you know, the transit area where a Tropic Star van was waiting to take us to wherever it was we wanted to go. And so we were literally probably, from getting off of the airplane to in the van heading here to my cousin's place, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. It was literally that fast. I've never had an airport experience quite like this. So major props to you, Tropic Star. If anyone involved with the lodge is watching this, you guys are killing it. That was absolutely amazing. But we have some time to kill here in Panama City, so we're gonna have some fun, spend some time with my family. And like I said earlier in the video, most people only spend 1 night here in Panama City. Because of our flights, we are spending 2. So we're gonna have a little bit more time to explore and kind of see and do some more things. And so we're gonna take you along with us before Tuesday morning when we head off to do some serious fishing. So let's have some fun. Cafecito time. Where are we going, Melly?
Canal de Panama.
Woo! For us English speakers, Panama Canal. Yes. It is finally Tuesday morning, which means it's time to head off to the lodge. Again, whispering a little bit because it's early in the morning and I don't want to wake up the other people staying in my cousin's house here. And so I'm gonna have my cousin drop me off at the hotel where the rest of our crew is, because that's where the Tropic Star drivers are gonna pick us up to take us to the plane which flies us into the village where the lodge is. And so let's get going. I am so excited. Flytrip is one of the little airlines that flies you into the jungle airstrip to get to the lodge, and they operate a fleet of Grand Caravans and Kodiak 100s, and they assigned us to one of the Kodiak 100s. This is the Tropic Star Lodge from the air, tucked away safely in its own little cove, and just past the lodge is the little jungle airstrip that we're flying into to get to the lodge. And as you can see, it is truly a jungle airstrip surrounded by the Darien rainforest. And this whole experience of flying into this little airport was extremely cool. And I'm not a pilot, so I really don't know how much of this stuff works, but because this runway is kind of in a valley around the mountains, to get to the end of the runway that we're landing on, we are flying right next to mountains, lower than the mountaintops. I mean, in a second here, if you look out the window, you can see that we're literally lower than the mountaintop that we're flying next to. And that tip is probably 150, maybe 200 feet off of our wingtip. And so just an insane experience. And as you guys are gonna see over the coming videos, Tropic Star Lodge as a whole is such an unreal and special place. However, even just the process of getting to the lodge is such an experience, and it's all part of what adds to the entire atmosphere and feel you get when you're here that kind of separates it from the other really famous fishing lodges in the world. I mean, just look at that rainforest out the window and how lush and dense it is, but we're turning now on short final, so I'll catch up with you guys when we're back on the ground. Once you're off of the planes, you all gather under this roofed area right here, so you can kind of think of this as your jungle FBO, and they supply you with drinks and beer while you wait for your truck ride through the jungle to take you to where the pangas pick you up. There you go, brother. Cheers.
Salute, brother.
After grabbing a beer and meeting some of the other people who we will be fishing with over the next couple days, we all hopped into this truck that's going to take us through the jungle to the river where the pangas pick us up. But first, they hung around so we could watch this Kodiak take back off, which was really cool. And now it's time for a short 5-minute truck ride through the jungle so that we can get to the river, get on the pangas, and get onto the lodge. We made it to the river, and the tidal swings are huge here, and we're approaching low tide, but we made it just in time for the pangas to be able to make it up the river.
So usually the water's up to this green carpet over here. The water is going low, in about the next hour it'll be so low there's no way our boat can come up, but our boat has just made it through. So we're going to jump off over here, we're going to make our way down to our golden chariot.
As you can see here, we are truly way out in the rainforest. There are no docks or anything like that, and so this panga is just going to put its bow up into the bank of the river, and we're going to hop on the bow. Ready?
Let's go, baby! Don't worry, no. Believe me, this boat is, it's weird that it's clean. Guys, welcome to the jungle, son.
You got it,
You're in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
Isn't that what's that song, Welcome to the Jungle? Guns N' Roses.
Oh, here we go. I have not heard that before.
Oh, yes, you did.
With the Panama.
I think we've had that post on Instagram. that song.
No, I'm being very sarcastic.
No, I'm just thinking about it. We use that song a lot.
McBain has a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Ah, clever. They were known for hunting lions. So guys, just to let you know where on earth you are, 47 miles in that direction, or 77 kilometers, is the Caribbean Ocean. You are in the skinniest bit of land between two seas in the entire Americas. 20 miles in that direction is Colombia.
Eso!
Right on there, Colombia, yes. It is, Razon. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, as you can see. Right on the border out over here. We literally, sometimes you're fishing, your toes will be out there in Colombia. 100 miles in that direction, 160 k's, that is Panama City. Everything in between is just jungle. It's the Darien rainforest. There is no road here, ladies and gents. There's absolutely no form of Western civilization out on this point. Out there be our dinosaurs, as you guys know. So hopefully we'll be getting those tomorrow. If not the next day, if not the next day, if not the next day, which we will get them. Don't you worry. We're not here to play chess. But if you want to play chess, you can do that too. So guys, we're going to take about seven minutes to get there. We're going to sit back and relax, get yourselves a drink at the Marlin bar, and we'll wait for the other plane to come in. They'll be about 10 minutes behind us. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Been here before, welcome to Tropic Star Lodge, to the one place with more fishing world records than anywhere else, saltwater fishing world records than anywhere else on the planet. We have got 314, ladies and gents, out over here. Unbelievable. We've got 17 31-foot Bertrams, more than any other commercial fishing lodge in the world of these Bertrams. There's only about 1,750 of them made, so you're looking at 0.5% of the population of Bertrams with your own eyes out over here. You've taken a plane, you took a bus, you took a boat, you made it, guys. Welcome to Tropic.
Yes!
Here we go. Let the adventure continue.
Did kill you to be less than
You said 6 minutes.
We got off the panga at the only dock they have here at the Tropic Star Lodge, and because it's the only dock, all of the Bertrams, they stern into the dock just like this, and so this is a view that you guys are going to get really used to over the next couple days, as every morning all the boats are lined up like this, and then the same thing at the end of the day. we headed up to the Marlin bar to grab some drinks and get our official introduction to the lodge. It's a waste of good beer right there. This is the Marlin bar, which is fairly new to the lodge. I believe it's only a couple of years old, but it's the main social point here at the lodge, and it's right on the beach, and so the views are absolutely amazing. When you arrive, they give you a nice cold wet towel to cool down and wipe your face down with. And this is the view from the lodge. It is absolutely stunning, and you'll notice how big the beach is, and that's because the tidal swing here is absolutely massive. And so at high tide, the water is all the way up underneath the bar, but at low tide, it's way out there creating this massive beach. It's pretty cool, and of course the bar here, it's like the cockpit of a sport fishing yacht, which I absolutely love, and it really fits in with the whole theme of the lodge. Oh, gracias.
Restaurant, that's okay. Get a drink, enjoy it, and you're gonna walk up to the restaurant, just have a quick talk, because I know some of you guys are fishing.
Because we were here for a tournament, we all headed up from the bar into the main dining room area so that we could go over the rules and how everything works, and also pick out the food that we want on our boat every day. And so this is that dining room.
Guys, obviously welcome to the tournament. We are here obviously to fish, but today is the day that you are allowed to relax if you would like. We've got a wonderful pool on property, we've got a game room on property, we've also got some kayaks. There's a beautiful hike to a white beach, straight up a mountain and straight down a mountain. It's not easy. The days are going to be like this. 5:45 in the morning, ladies and gents, wake up call with a drink of your choice. That drink will be bought by Mr. Pat. Pat over here, he looks like the arm wrestle. Unbelievable man. So he'll wake you guys up, he'll make sure you're up and at them at 6 a.m. You're going to be out here, right here having brekkie. And the boats will be leaving no earlier than 6:30. 6:30 a.m. the boats are on their way. You guys will be fishing all day until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Guys, long story short, we've only got one primary rule. And that is, please, just have fun. We know how much you guys work. We know how hectic it is to get out here. Enjoy these times. Enjoy these moments with your family, with your friends. The fish is just a positive, but my God, it is a positive.
There you go.
So these are y'all's menus for each day. So what you want for lunch.
All right.
So check, and you can put as many as you want, like whatever you want. You want PB&J, you can put 6 on there. Put 2.
All right, let's get some comida. The rooms here at the lodge are absolutely stunning. Because we had 3 people, we had 2 rooms side by side that were connected by a door in the middle, and this was the master side of those 2 rooms. And so please just take a minute to appreciate how absolutely gorgeous these rooms are.
Those lizards that run on water,
Yeah?
they live all around here.
Oh, really?
So you'll walk over here and they'll be like,
Really?
oh yeah.
Well, that's pretty sweet. Here is a quick look at the pool bar and the pool, and this is where they do the buffet style dinners, and at nighttime when it's all lit up, it looks absolutely awesome. And right next to this area, there's the game room as well that has air hockey, table tennis, pool. They really have something for everyone here at the lodge, even if you're not fishing for a day. And of course, the endless views here just never get old. Something that I do want to note is that there are other things to do here that are not just fishing. And so if you want to bring a wife or a girlfriend who doesn't like fishing, or you just want to have a relaxed day without any fishing, there are tons of other stuff to do, as you can see by this activities board. And I did mention that we're here for the tournament, and so that tournament is the annual Tropic Star Billfish tournament. And so you can see here the banner that has all the sponsors and all of that good stuff. Being one of the most desirable fishing locations in the world, this place has to have their fishing tackle in absolute top tier condition every single day. People pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to come and fish here, and so The last thing anyone wants is a client losing a 500-pound marlin because of some issue with a tackle. And so out here on the dock, they have this rigging tackle room that is fully staffed with people whose sole job is to make sure that all of the tackle and gear are in top tier condition every single day. They service every single reel, they tie all of the knots in the terminal tackle, they make up all the hook sets and the rigs. They put new line on all of the reels. I want to say it was every week or every 2 weeks. They service all of the rods and the roller guides and all of that good stuff. And so this really is a top of the line operation that is solely focused on making sure their clients catch big fish and many big fish without any hiccups. It is truly something impressive to experience. Here is a quick look at what these 31 Bertrams look like, but y'all will be seeing a lot more of these boats in the coming videos. But in the fishing world, there's a tradition where if you catch your first of any billfish, you get pushed in the water. And so here at the lodge, they have this plank where if you get your first billfish of any kind, you walk the plank and get in the water. And so I am really hoping to be able to walk the plank and catch either my first blue marlin or black marlin. And so you have to watch the videos to see if that happens, but spoiler, it'll be very entertaining when it does happen. But the next, we got a quick tour of the grounds here at Tropic Star Lodge, and this was probably the single most impressive thing I have seen so far here at the lodge. Because this place is so far out there and getting any parts or replacement parts is so hard, they have a full warehouse stocked full of replacements for any parts you could ever need on any of the 31 Bertrams. And so you can see here they have shelf after shelf after shelf after shelf of oil filters and fasteners and rub rails and engine mounts and whatever else these boats might need. And so every 2 months, we're told, they take an inventory and they reorder whatever they've used in the last 2 months. And so just extremely impressive to see what it takes to run a lodge like this that is so far away from civilization and the modern help and mechanics that we're used to having at our fingertips here in America. Again, because this place is so far away from modern civilization, there's obviously no city power or anything run out here, and so they're in charge of making their own power and everything. And so they have these 4 big generators that you'll see here in a second, and then they hold 30,000 gallons of diesel on property, and a tanker comes every 2 weeks to refill them. And we're told that they go through 600 gallons of diesel a day just to power the entire property. So it's quite the feat to be able to keep this entire operation running. And again, in line with that same theory, they have molds here where they even build their own pangas just to make it easier. So everything is done on property. It is something that is quite impressive.
So this is really what separates us from other. This is what we're most proud of, other than obviously our fishing. First of all, this infrastructure is built for 31-foot Bertrams. These Bertrams have not been to the city for about 60 years, 50 years.
Wow.
They come up, this is Miss Australia, for example. She is a 31-foot premium Bertram. So that means that the classics, those are open. They've got Detroit engines. The premiums, we close that in, and we've got the air conditioning units inside, connected. From the Volvo to the air conditioning unit. And the Volvo guys are really amazed that we can do this with their boats, with their engines, and they're starting to purchase, they're starting to advertise the engines, which is really cool.
I want to take a quick second just to appreciate the ingenuity of this. They literally just have a trailer that picks the boat up from the water and hauls it up the beach. It really is cool how they make everything work here.
But we also have a school for painting and fiberglass. And this is one of the places where it happens. So obviously now we're in season, so we're not in school, but off season, we'll bring some guys in. Well, actually off season, our off season, they're painting and getting it all sorted. The long story short, it's a way to give the local guys an opportunity to grow at the lodge.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of guys, they try and be mates, they can't be mates, they say, look, I quite like painting, okay, come here. And then they get a skill and they can carry it on and go ever. And we do that with all of the guys, from painting to fiberglass, to being a waiter, to anything at the lodge, to being the inventory guy, mechanic, all of it, which is really, really cool.
That's all.
really.
Following the common theme of everything being done on property, this was something that was extremely cool. They have their own wood mill here on property, and so they go out on the property, they cut down the trees, they bring the wood here, they mill it down into the planks, and they build everything here on their own. They build their own chairs, bars, all of the wood that the lodging is made out of, the bars are made out of. It is all from the rainforest here and milled here on property, and that was extremely cool to see. And it's all teak, and so if you know anything about teak in America, it's extremely expensive and hard to get, so super, super cool.
This is our most, we get anxiety if we see any of our boats here, but you have to have it. So if we hit one of those logs or hit something big, a few years ago in South
This guy out here, he has such minnow.
Yeah, I would absolutely. Yeah, that's a. We couldn't see everything to show you the before and after. But
Well, your skills entail, I understand. When you bring it up here, it comes in.
so this was the pitch for the Tropic Star pitch back in the day when it was Detroit's 31-foot Bertrams out over here, and it's kind of a symbol of the lodge. It's kind of keep it simple, stupid, because we're in the middle of nowhere.
As you can see by that beautiful Spencer boat right there, Patriot, they do accept private boats here as well, which is really awesome, and they even sell fuel for them as well, so you can definitely bring your own boat here and have access to the same awesome fishing. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we were here for a billfish tournament, and so after we finished with the tour of the property, we all came back here to the Marlin bar for a captain's meeting where we went over the rules of the tournament and all that, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But because we're fishing the 31 Bertrams and we're fishing on a different boat every day, they had a raffle to figure out which boat you're going to be fishing on, and so they had 3 hats, and in each hat they had the name of every boat. And so we picked from the first hat to figure out what boat we were fishing on the first day, and then we picked from the second hat to figure out which boat we were fishing on the second day, and then we picked from the last hat to figure out which boat we were fishing on the third day. So it's a really cool way to do it.
Thank you.
Hey, good brother.
Team name?
A1. Tropic Star.
Tropic Star, alrighty.
Darien.
There you go.
Love it.
That is the Tropic Star Lodge, and over the next couple of days we're going to be doing a ton of fishing, so here's a reminder to please subscribe to the channel so y'all don't miss any of that content coming out soon. Like the video as well, it helps me big time, and then also comment down below the videos that you guys want to see, and also if you like this more travel type of content where I go to a new place and fish or cruise on the boat. But I'll see y'all in the next video.